Streamception!
What?
Streamception.
Manuel, the scanners you need are an advanced discovery scanner and a detailed surface scanner. Here, I got an idea.
Uh-oh. Poking my ship
Here comes ideas.
and
Alright.
trying to shoot me.
Back over
Yeah, they were.
to
It's
the
very
browser
weird.
for a second here.
That.
Let's see, Coriolis.
See if I can land. Alright, so my stream should be back up.
Alright, so back over here to Coriolis. I'm gonna build you a quick little exploration ship. What do you want to do it in? Do you want to do it in a dolphin or a cobra? Manuel?
I don't know why I'm carefully coming back if I'm just gonna claim the ship, but you know,
Yeah.
force of habit, I'm gonna actually land. I could have self-destructed ages ago. Let's go look at the damage on the ship.
Alright.
Oh, it's on fire!
Here, two,
It's
details,
just really on fire.
and the 4A frame shift drive.
It's gonna be funny when people have to
40,
pull out fire extinguishers in the ships, otherwise they light on fire and die.
5D. Eh. We'll leave the shield generator. Okay. Are you leaving, Fluffy Pink Bunny? Are you going back to Gandora's stream? Or are you just hugging me? 'Cause you're a Fluffy Pink Bunny. I think she went back to your stream.
Yeah. Let's see here.
Okay.
Let's see. At least XSplit has never told me that it's streaming and not actually been streaming. That I actually find kind of annoying.
There you go. There's a dolphin loadout that will get you. I mean, you could unequip the Carter racks too, but they don't weigh anything. Well, I mean, unless you pull them up.
Okay, let's see here.
But yeah, that's a good loadout. Now, the cool thing about this website, I gotta tell you, is that you can click this link right up here. This is stations that sell this build. You can go over here. It'll take you over to eddb.io. It tells you where the stations that sell the ships. I always delete that if I already own the ship, because it makes it a little more difficult. What you're gonna want to do is remove the lightweight alloy and the fuel tank, because you already have those. You don't need those. The rest of this can stay.
Okay.
And then you go down here and you type in the system that you're at. So like right now I'm at Munchkin,
The 07.
or yeah, Munchkin, and there it is. So it auto fills it out for you. You just click that thingy and find, and then it shows you the nearest place, 14 light years away. I can buy this build. Something else that you should know about, since you're new, is this guy right here. His name is Li Yong Rui. And this guy gives you 15% off of everything.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
So I always add that to my search because it's cheaper.
And it's generally worth the trip.
Yeah, it's generally worth the trip because you'll save millions.
Yeah.
So
Especially when you're going
stations,
for bigger ships, definitely go there.
there you go. There's a system right there within 131 light years. It's pretty close. Where I can build that exact ship that I need. Might not be able to buy the Dolphin there because I didn't put it in. But yeah. So something else that you might be interested in is the cost. So here's the cost of everything. If there's something in here you already own, like the Dolphin, you just click it, takes it out of the list. Now you're looking at paying $3 million. So
So we're gonna go ahead and go mining while we wait for the other ship. My preferred
What else
place
do
to
you
go
retrofit?
mining is Daymar.
retrofit costs are right here. So that means that's like when you're trading out your modules for other modules. See how it kicks those all out of there? Anyways, yeah, it's a very useful site. So, well, since Gandora's doing his Star Citizen thing, I'm not going to muddy up my stream with confusion.
Get rid of that nasty old picture. Ew.
Yeah.
Ew.
What's that? Legs? Legs in a space game?
Legs.
Gross.
Disgusting.
Welcome back, Bigishi.
At least there were no legs in Orbis, right? Was that why you could tolerate it briefly?
Yes. That is definitely
It's like my least favorite human feature, legs. Oh man. Yeah, so apparently, despite the fact that I left the door open for the last all day, my dog still decided to poo in the kids' room. That's what my wife was coming in here to tell me.
Well,
Come
so-
on, dog. It's like every dog seems to have this problem where basically new weather comes in and they don't know how to respond because it's different, and so they become afraid of the outside. Of course, the alternative is some dogs find, ooh, it's starting to rain, I'm just gonna roll in mud constantly. My dog has not chosen that path. My dog is uncomfortable even going to pee if he thinks his feet might get wet.
It sounds like your dog's a very anxious animal.
Oh yes.
Do you walk him often?
Yeah, we go on walks every day. Just drop the kids off at the bus and stuff, and it's just. But he stays inside for the most part. He's not like a.
Right.
He's not an outside dog. I don't really believe in outside dogs.
Well, here's the thing. Okay, so as a human, if you were trapped inside the house all day, every day like that, you would need some sort of release, right?
Mhm.
And that's where walking comes in. Dogs really appreciate walking. It's their time to relax and explore. Otherwise, it's just like a fish in a bowl.
Yeah, I take him out with us when we go camping as well, and I even take him when I go fishing, and he'll sit on the boat and tear.
People think that letting their dogs run around in the backyard every day, all day long, is enough outside activity for them, but it's just the same fishbowl, you know?
Yeah. Well,
Like,
I'm not disagreeing with you, but I'm also. My dog is just. Mainly, he's got an issue with he gets overexcited and he pees, or he gets over submissive and pees when he misinterprets our gestures. So
yeah.
But
Tricky
he's
situation.
still fairly
Those dogs
young.
are hard to break.
he's only a year, so
Oh, okay.
he'll get over it.
Still not 100% potty trained.
Yeah, mainly he does the whole submissive peeing thing. And I'm like, it's okay, dude. I would love you even if you didn't pee on everything in my house.
Yeah. Sometimes it's hard to interpret a dog's actions because you can't. I mean, you can see the look on their face, but is that the same look a human would give? Because they're a dog.
Yeah.
So
Well, in my
dogs
case,
don't have human faces.
I honestly understand dog expressions better than I understand people expressions most of the time, so it's usually not as much an issue for me. But training, we need to put some more in with him. It's just,
I think it's a poodle, Mom. I think he has a poodle. Is it a poodle?
yeah,
So I saw it in your stream the other day.
yep, big old standard poodle.
Big old poo. Yep. Those dogs are very excitable.
Yeah, and so it's just balancing it all out. Let's see here.
You know, it's funny. As I was saying, I need more YouTube viewers. Now I have more YouTube viewers than I do Twitch viewers.
There you go.
I think actually YouTube works better than Twitch.
It probably does. Oh, well, I'll be using it starting tomorrow. But I gotta go through my 24-hour waiting period on the Super Friends channel.
Huh? Oh, the 24-hour waiting period. Oh, I got you.
Yeah.
Whoa, just lagged really hard. What was that? Looking for some pirates to shoot.
They probably had an issue with bots for people like creating new channels so they could continue streaming offensive content even when they got.
Ooh, I've never
banned.
seen this before. It says wanted, and then it's got a pipe, and it says enemy. So they're both wanted and an enemy.
Nice.
Die, EGP operative.
All right.
He says he's gonna pick my bones clean, Greenhorn. He's probably judging me by my combat rank. Well, too bad you're in an Asp Explorer and I'm in a Fer-de-Lance.
Oh, let's see here. Let's make sure that audio devices are set up correctly on this thing.
Oh, come on.
Default. And sound settings. Skull candy. There we go. Bum bum bum.
Bye-bye. Oh, nice, Manuel. Did you filter by Leon Rui? Or did you just go to the nearest station? Do you have 4 million credits to purchase all of that stuff? You probably do if you just did a passenger mission.
Yeah, it's like one passenger mission. Igneous deposit. 1% titanium.
So watching someone play in VR is kind of annoying because the camera never stays still. It does kind of get a little dizzying, I imagine, because you're watching how I would be looking around. You have no control over the camera. I have thought about playing this in non 3D, non VR mode.
I like non 2D.
Non 2D. 2D or not 2D?
Titanium 6.11%. That's it. That's crap.
Nice. 7 mils saved up. Good deal. You got plenty.
My recommendation while you're mining is ignore the granite rocks. See it's granite, just keep going.
If you have trouble with that, Manuel, I can switch out what I'm doing and go do like a quick road to riches. Like I'll do like 7 jumps or something. I have another ship here at this place. I'll change out my current thing. Oh, interesting. This one's name is Commander Jansen, but it's not a player.
Interesting. So their first name's Commander.
Yeah,
Pretty
first name's
hardcore.
Commander. Right? And they are playing terribly.
It was Destiny. I mean, if you were called Commander from birth, I mean, you wouldn't really feel like you have to put a lot of effort in, would you?
Right. Better make sure I'm not carrying any illegal cargo. Okay, let's see. Oh, our cargo. Alright, Manuel, let me know when you get all your stuff. And I'll go back to the station, I'll get in my Asp Explorer, and I'll go do a dry run of what to do, how to do it, kind of thing. Because it is a little confusing when you first start, like... Check out my pretty ship. Yeah. kind of want to screenshot that. I'm gonna screenshot that. Where's the button? There it is. Okay. I like picking on Asp Explorers in this ship for some reason. I don't know why. Does the Fer-de-Lance naturally hate the Asp in the wild?
Sure.
Is it just are they enemies in the wild?
The
Fer-de-Lance?
natural murderer of
It's
Asp.
just natural. Yeah.
I think
It's
the
just
main thing
natural
is like
to-
it's the one that you go to after you've been in the Asp Explorer forever. So it's kind of exciting to finally be killing what was your favorite ship.
Ooh, here's an elite Asp. I'm gonna wreck this dude. Get some! Ooh, is that a cutter over there?
I have to say,
Oh, I bet
20%
you it's
yield is much easier to mine than a 28% yield titanium rock.
Target shields offline. Anybody notice that that's C-3PO's voice right now talking to me? Just kidding, it's not. Disney, don't sue Elite Dangerous. It's not C-3PO, I swear.
Trying to protect your favorite game from Disney. Admirable.
Pew 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 pew! Oh, my temperature's critical.
Yeah.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Boom. Boom. Okay, cool, Manuel. I'll be here for a little while, so let me know when you want to see how it works. I don't mind doing Road to Riches. The benefits of doing Road to Riches is the fact that you can trade it at any station, and if you have enough data, you can get allied with that controlling faction, which is super useful, especially when you're unlocking engineers, because a lot of the factions that give you invites to permit locked systems control stations, so you can just go to the station, dump off your exploration data, and get allied right away.
Here. For those of you watching Star Citizen right now, the purple ones are the ones that you can collect. It looks like I'm already at 100%. Let me know if you want me to show you anything in particular. Happy to give it a try. Can't guarantee it'll work, but certainly happy to give it a try.
Do I dare pick another fight with an anaconda after the last thing that happened?
Yeah,
Where I almost died?
but you probably should.
Oh man, he's got a freaking chat.
What are you in? You're in the
Fer-de-Lance.
Fer-de-Lance.
Completely
Yeah, I mean, Anaconda's not hard.
It's completely unengineered.
You gotta keep on its ass, that's all.
Yeah, it doesn't always work.
So the Anaconda is a good one with the Fer-de-Lance for just put everything in your shields and just bump it until its shields are gone.
Yeah, but my shields will go away too.
Yeah, but
So the problem with that strategy is that my shields take just as long to recharge as their shields.
yeah, I guess you don't have bi-weaves, do you?
Nope.
Yeah, I always buy weaves, and so that strategy worked when I was soloing it. You can just follow it until it gets engaged by other enemies too.
I'm following it, and it's not fighting anything, but it was just fighting something, and now it looks like it's kind of running away or something. I don't know what it's doing.
Yeah, I mean, depends on how comfortable you are. I mean, that ship is really fast without engineering, so as long as you keep on the tail, you're fine. But if you don't have the firepower necessary to pull down their shields, the main reason I do the bump test is to see how powerful those shields are. Right? I don't necessarily have to continuously ram them, but seeing how much my shields go down and how much their shields go down from one single precise hit is a great way to gauge an enemy target's overall shield strength. And so the alternative is you wait until something else engages it, and then kind of pick it off, right? But get out of the atmosphere and pull up. My guess is we made 2,000 space bucks from that haul that we just did on the surface. Highest I've gotten so far mining is 2,900-ish credits. And I've been told by people that they were able to pull like 10,000 in a single run. I think it's a myth.
God, I almost got him.
Contact received. Quantum battle.
Got him.
Nice.
Oh, right when the shields came back up.
So you win?
I win, but it took most of my shields down. A reboot and repair would give me more shields than I have right now.
Then do it.
Nope.
Do it. I don't wanna. You got a shield cell?
Nope. I actually probably should get some shield cells.
Yeah,
and
shield
some
cells
heat
are pretty
sinks.
critical on my Fair to Lance build.
Problem with it is that if I put heat sinks on this thing, I take away from my shield strength.
75%. Caution. Front collision.
Alright, so sorry, what was the concern?
Landing successful.
If I put heat sinks on this ship, I'll take away from my shield strength because I have nothing but shield boosters on.
No, not heat sinks.
Right.
Shield
okay, so you put a shield cell on your ship, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you overheat it, and you start popping modules. So
Okay,
it's
so
only intuitive to add heat sinks with shield cells.
yeah, but it's pointless. It's just like so in your current circumstance, you can have a shield cell right then before you engage the next enemy. You won't overheat to the point where it damages modules. It's only if you use it while you're still engaging.
100% temperature is damage to modules. That's what
Okay.
the sparks
Well, I mean,
fly and
the
stuff.
obvious ideal choice is to engineer your lasers to cool your ship, but since you don't have that guy unlocked yet, you don't have that option, right?
I'm working on it.
Do you have chaff at least now?
Nope.
No. Well, that would have saved
Chaff
you
takes
a
away
lot of
from my
that
shield
damage.
Kinda. I mean,
It
these
would
guys
have
are all
saved
pretty
you a
high
lot.
rank, so
Yeah. So
they're gonna do the same strategy that we do. On target, start firing.
no, it can pull most of the damage off. They usually switch to plasma and stuff, but if you're behind them, they can't hit you with that. Use the Fair to Lance's maneuverability to your advantage. That's the key to using it. In my
Well, I just got outmaneuvered by an anaconda. I mean, he was able to turn around and point directly at me.
yeah. How many pips did you have in engines?
I had full pips to engines.
Okay. So I haven't flown mine in a while, so but I know that I was able to take on anacondas just like you were, right? But again, I had bi-weaves. That way I never really even had to worry about it. Right? Like with a bi-weave and like all shield boosters except for one slot for my chaff. And then I had one shield cell bank to help tide me over. Right.
Thanks for coming to watch my stream, Bigishi. If you're still here.
Here. Go ahead and retrieve. Do you guys want to see more combat with the Vanguard, or do you want to have me do some more mining? I can pull the miner out or combat. I could also check in with Truth and see if he wants to do some murder. Oh, and the haul was 2,111. So,
Spilled water.
right where I
here.
expected it with the 20% titanium. I didn't even look at what what landing pad I was on. AO7. It definitely seems like my frame rate is much better now. What I thought was weird was when I was doing the network testing, it actually showed that I had a lower download rate with my physical wire connection, but a significantly better ping. So my Wi-Fi was able to pop out a higher data rate than my actual physical wire because I have tri-band. I can
Well, your stream's not lagging anymore, so...
No. Yeah, it wasn't an issue of upload download bandwidth. It was an issue of ping and packet fidelity.
Yeah, no, I never said it was upload download. I just said that it was
Yeah.
the packets are getting dropped.
Yeah, I'm still getting, like, just to this computer alone, 150 upload and download speed, megabyte wise. So it's way more than enough for streaming.
Cool. Right. Back into action. Not fighting a gunship. I might fight that Diamondback Explorer. That's going to be a squishy little ship.
I wonder, is there a way for me to pull your stream chat into mine if I use that similar thing to what you're using?
I don't think so, because we're separate users.
Yeah.
So.
The one you're using, basically, you're combining your different channels, though, right? So if I did the YouTube and the Twitch, I could combine their stream of consciousness from the two.
And I can reply to both. Oh, it's cool, Manuel. You wanna see how this is done now? You got all the stuff, right? Totally down to do something else. This combat shit's pissing me off. I have better ways to get combat rank than fighting in this community goal.
See if we can find a little bit harder rock to mine. Gotta give ourselves the best chance of me blowing up my ship, you know.
Most definitely. Yay, discover new material, compact composites. Good stuff.
That was me just overclocking the bulwark, which is the shield generator for this ship.
Oh, I bet you there's a wing of 2 pythons. Okay. Okay, Manuel, let me let me head back to the station where my ship is. Cargo speed. Oops. Yep. I'll go back to the station, turn in these bounties real quick, get on the very bottom of the tier for the community goal.
Alright, we're doing our initial scan. Let's switch into mining mode. Let's see if any of these rocks have good juicy goodness inside them. That looks... Alright, quartzite. Gold, 11%.
So I'll probably just do a couple systems just to show you how it works, Manuel, and then you're on your own, pal. I'll show you how to turn them in.
I'll show you everything. Then you're on your own.
And it's up to you to not blow up,
Well, yeah.
because that's the part that sucks. Last night I think it was, I had like 30 million. No, it was 2 nights ago. I had 30 million credits in exploration data scanned. Went to go give it to an engineer, and the engineer decided to attack me instead. I guess I had some sort of a wanted status, so it was my own fault. But it sucked.
Yep, it did. Blowing up, usually not fun. You know, I don't know how much 11% gold is worth. Let's give it a go. Alright.
My music stopped.
Alright, definitely a much tighter little green window. You see that rock energy level bottom left hand side? So this the little
Yeah,
sliver
man,
of green is what we're looking to stay in.
It'll be the same kind of thing though. Same deal, just a different system. It'll probably be easier for you because you're on an Xbox. Well, actually it might not be easier. I can just copy paste the systems. You're gonna have to type them out. Got a keyboard. Well, I got 1 million, or almost 1 million credits from that run. Forgot how neutered it feels to not have engineering on your ship.
Yeah. Oh man, is this thing gonna blow up in my face?
It's an echo.
I feel like. What? This is the.
Just the mic.
Let me see. That
No,
should
you're
help.
good now. You're fine. Alright, back to the exploration ship.
Come on, rock. Explode. Explode, rock. It's gonna explode. Not the way I was hoping, though. Come on. Just. Okay, fracture, rock. Maybe that's a more accurate way of coaxing.
Okay. Okay, it's fine. This is fine. Yes, I don't know what I'm doing this
Systems
Woo!
low.
That was a successful mining operation. As you can imagine, an unsuccessful one would have been much more painful. Alright, let's see here. And not a single one of them is small enough for me to actually use.
So I gotta make sure I have everything I need for this. Fuel scoop. Can I get an FSD booster here? Oh, no.
Let's go.
Yep, so there's my surface scanner, there's my discovery scanner. Ooh, I get to try out this thing. So I engineered this thing all the way up to grade 5, which makes it faster to scan planets. So you're going to experience a little different than me when it comes to this. Okay, you're coming here to Munchen. I hope you can get here relatively quickly. Yeah, it should be okay. I will get all set up here. Okay, so let's go back to Spanish.co.uk.
Humanity will finally reach out.
Oh, what's my jump range?
Pulling this gold.
Is 5183, so I'm just gonna say 50. So it's gonna be hard for you to follow along because I have a much larger jump range than you, Manuel. But I'll show you how to set up your thing there. You just tell me what your specs are, what's your jump range and all that. So yeah, so we'll open up our map here. I gotta move a window out of the way here.
Fuel 50%.
In the way.
Let's see.
Okay.
Can I do this without blowing my ship off?
Engines on.
Oh crap.
Source system, we're gonna put in Mun.
Did I run out of fuel?
27 min. So
Yeah,
let's go with your
that's
min.
something to
Let's
keep
go a
in
little,
mind. No fuel
a little
meter.
under your min. We'll do that. So you say yours is 27. So let's just do 25 just to be safe. We don't want it to accidentally plot something that's too far for you. We're leaving the destination system. I'm gonna plot a destination system to someplace else because I don't really have my combat rate that bad. So, see if I can find it here.
Come on, don't blow up. Whee!
There we go. So I'm gonna start at Munchen.
Oh man,
We're gonna end that
all the
today.
parts that fell off my ship. Okay, so that's how to not mine. Like, there's a piece of my
No,
ship that fell off.
I'm gonna up this to 50 light years.
Yeah, and
And I only want to do about
all gone.
10. I'll do 10 jumps. That's probably a couple million. Alright. We'll lower the scan, or the distance to arrival. I'm going to lower it down to 2,000. And the minimum scan value, I just leave that alone. So here's our plot. We're only going to go a couple hundred light years. Nachadai River is 135 light years or so away from me. Let me calculate this. So here we ran into a problem. Since I'm inside the bubble, there's going to be a lot of difficult to find planets. So I put in 10, but it only gave me 4 systems because this thing right here is probably too low. So if I up it to 100 and calculate, there we go. See, it gives me a lot more systems. 12 now. Payout, it even tells you how much you'll make. 12 million credits. And it'll probably take about an hour. So we started at Munshin. We're gonna go to call 285 sector VTR D4-1. So what I'll do, because I can just click this and copy paste it. Here in my live scene. Alright. So I'm gonna paste that in there like that. Plot the route. It's gonna take a couple of jumps to get there because I put in 100 light years. So it's gonna take me out 100 light years and then I'll be able to scan this planet. Or it looks like it's 3 planets.
You see how I'm adjusting the throttle, kind of PWME, turning it on and off? I find that using a slider of some kind works best for adjusting the laser throttle. If you have one, a throttle of some sort is ideal.
If you're curious who else is talking in the background, that's Pandora Full App. He's playing Star Citizen right now.
Yep.
Different game, so when he's explaining how to adjust something, it's probably not the same way that we would adjust something.
And for those who are watching me, the exploration is not a concept in Star Citizen yet, so don't get overexcited. And it will be very different when it is there. I almost blew up my ship mining this chunk of gold key. Almost.
Yeah?
Yeah, goddamn close. Knocked off 4 little things off the side of my ship. And destroyed about 25% of what I could have gotten from this thing.
You know what I just realized? Okay, well that's a problem. It's gonna take him a lot more jumps to get to this system than me. Because I'm jumping at 50 light years a jump, and he's jumping at probably 27 a jump. So, let's see if we can
27's
adjust
not
this.
too bad. But yeah, it's definitely different. Which I guess is your point.
You might not be able to keep up with me, so I'm going to change things a little bit here. So here, back to the browser. I have changed one thing. I changed the radius to 75 instead of 100. Let's see if this gets us any closer. It's still taking me 100 light years away. Alright. Let's not do that.
Here we go. Just gonna Gotta pop out of the atmosphere if we want to make it back to Port Olisar.
Alright, that's the smallest I'm gonna make it. 60 light years for the radius. Let's recalculate this thing. Okay, well, it's giving me 7 systems, but it's gonna pay 3 million. So you'll basically get back what you spent on setting your ship up.
25%.
Let's see how far this one makes me jump.
If we're lucky, we'll be able to get back there before we run out of fuel.
80 light years away. Now this might just be the initial start. So, oh, it's actually closer than that. Never mind. I had made one jump already. So, follow along if you want. But I expect you to use this tool eventually yourself. So.
Oh. I managed to black myself out. Pretty hardcore. I actually kind of like being able to black myself out in this game. It's kind of entertaining.
Quantum travel engaged.
I gotta see if Truth Warrior is up for some duking it out. Oh, where is he?
I think after I show old Manuel here how to do this, I might go make some dinner.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Okay, Manuel, that thing I did was the Discovery Scanner. The honk that you hear, right there, exposes all the planets to my map, my system map. So now I can see what's all in the system. This is not the system that I want, though. So I'm going to go to the one that I want, do this again.
Yeah. And if you want, you can just raid folks over here, and I can keep on helping as needed. But if he's on YouTube, that won't work.
Right, he's on YouTube.
Gotcha.
It's okay. He's not going to need any more help after this. After I show him how to do it, he'll be fine.
Yeah. I'll have at least a couple hours of
Yeah.
doing that first. Let's see here.
Okay, so I'm in the system. I fuel scoop the star by flying close to it. Not too close, but close. I've honked the system, which is the Discovery Scanner. You keybind that to a weapon slot, so a fire group. Mine's just keyed to my first fire group. Now I open up my system map. From the system map, we can see there's a bunch of planets. Now, if we go back over here real quick, and we look at the browser, it says right here it wants me to go to the third planet in this system. So we go back over here. The third planet is going to be 1, 2, 3. That's the third planet right there. It's an ammonia world, and it will always look this way if it's an ammonia world. Like this one right down here is a high metal. I just know that because that's what high metal planets look like. Not worth it for me to go that far to pick it up, though. It's a small planet. So I'll go over to that planet.
So I just claimed that prospector. That's a cost-effective way to repair it, as long as I can wait the 7 minutes for it. Let's see here. So what would you guys like to see next in Star Citizen? You want to see combat, or do you want to see more mining? I could try mining somewhere else. Let's see here.
Now, like I said earlier, my surface scanner is engineered for fast scans, so I'm expecting this to be a very quick scan when I get to it. Takes a little bit longer with an unengineered one, so we'll see what happens here. This is my first time doing this with the engineered scanner. I should have got the long range one, that would have been a lot nicer.
Alright, VO1. See if we can keep this Vanguard from blowing up for just a little bit. Let's see here.
Dude, that wasn't any faster. What the hell?
What, the scan wasn't faster?
No, it wasn't much faster at all. I'm gonna re-engineer this thing for long range. That's probably the one I should have re-engineered it as. Oh well.
What is this? Nagus Reclaimer. He's
Just
wanted.
for fun, I'm gonna go over here and we'll look at it because it was kind of green. Sometimes they're interesting looking.
Flight recorder.
It's an ammonia world, so it looks like piss.
Sure. Let's see where we can get that.
Okay, so we finished scanning that planet. Let's hop back over to the browser. Get the next destination here.
Okay.
Do that one right there. Should be a quick scan this time. Are you caught up with me, Manuel? Are you here yet?
I'll try and untrack and retrack. See if that helps. I'll see this
Damn, that one's 33
anywhere on
light
the
years
radar
away.
though. Maybe I'll be able to see it on my map. Let's see here. Poor dog's still trapped in here. So, oh man, I pooped on the rug.
So, finish scanning that planet. Like I said, time to jump to the next system.
How does it seem to make sense? An outbound packet loss rate of 116%. That seems like a miscalculation.
No, when I originally had my original when I was playing at Orbis, and I had my original computer, I opened up that debug tool for Oculus and looked. I literally was getting 100% frame drop, and that was indicative of bad hardware. So I went out, bought a really expensive computer, and it's like top of the line everything. Went back into Orbis, ran the same debug tool again, 100% drop rate again. So there's something wrong with their code.
So I was looking at the Discord, and the Discord was saying bad quality, 112% drop rate on the audio feed, but I can hear you fine, right? And then it recalculated, and it's got 0% drop rate. I'm like, what? Come on.
Okay, so now we're gonna go to planet number 1 in this system. So we open up our system map. Ooh, that's a pretty planet. It's got some blue on it. Not your average planet right there. That's why it's worth so many bucks. Now, here's just a little warning to you. You're learning how to do this, but everything's going to change in the next quarter. So when patch 3.3 drops for Elite, they're changing how the Discovery scanner works, and they're changing how the surface scanner works. I don't know all the details. I just know that it's going to make it more difficult. Right now, it's really easy to gather your scan data, but it will get tougher, unfortunately.
I'm still looking forward to the new system.
Yeah, me too. I like having new gadgets to play with, so I can't wait for the mining update.
Yeah,
That's going to be the cool thing.
that'll be neat.
Well, I guess that was quicker. I did scan that fairly quicker. Alright. Well, since I'm already here at this planet, I am going to go and scan this planet, because I'm just here. I'm here already. Why not?
Alright, I guess there's a quantum beacon here.
What is that?
Let's check it out.
While I'm waiting for you to catch up, Manuel, I'm gonna check out this station I just found. Sepulture.
Thank goodness I got good frame rate again. And by again, I mean for the first time.
Stations. I'm gonna land on this thing, but it's gonna be on the outside. Oh, it's a judicial facility. That means that this is a jail.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure that this is a jail.
that's where you would end up
This
if
is
you
where you
done
go to-
fucked up.
Yeah, this is where you go to prison at. This is the... What a name. Sepulture.
I think I've been sent to Sepulture before.
I think I have too, yeah. I can't remember
it's a shitty place for shitty people.
this. Right?
Alright,
Let's take a look here. See what this place has
track this
got.
black box.
Yep. It is a detention facility. At least they have a shipyard, so if you get stuck out here with a shitty ship,
Oh, it does have a shipyard?
yeah, you can wait an hour for your ship to get shipped to you.
Yeah, well, that's way better. I went to one that didn't have one, and it, like, I was so lucky that I was in a ship that had a fuel scoop. I was in the middle of frickin' nowhere.
Yeah, that would really suck.
Sia, it was when I was doing the whole Sothis thing.
Hmm.
And, actually, I didn't have a fuel scoop. It was just I happened to have a big enough range on the ship that I was able to get to a station. But if I had been in one of my fighting ships, my jump range was so small, I wouldn't have been able to go anywhere. Like, that's one of the kind of key features of that area, is that it's completely unpopulated.
Okay, on to the next system.
Herschel Smoky.
Did you catch up with me yet, Manuel? Let's see here. Back to the browser. Alright. So, we just finished off at
Just
this
rammed
system
into
right
that guy.
here. I'm gonna copy this one to my clipboard. Scorpio sector. Alright.
Gosh, I think we were gonna do Bridge Crew tonight, so you still need to get that key.
Maybe. My mom's a huge fan of Star Trek, so I might get it just so she'll play it when I take my VR over. Oh, what am I doing? There we go. Okay. Back to my system map.
Fun one to dig around with. Neat to interact with the consoles inside the plastic ships.
It would be kind of cool to do that. I have been to a Stargate. Or not Stargate, Star Trek.
Stargate.
Star
I've been
Trek
to a Stargate. It was real.
convention.
Real.
Shut up. Star Trek convention.
I like your original answer better.
Oh man.
I've been to a Stargate. Whoa, bro.
Okay, so sometimes this thing plots out a really far away place to go. So here's the deal. We're kind of really close to the bubble right now, and there's not that many interesting places to get exploration data inside the bubble. So that's why we're seeing that these are taking us really far away. Like now we're getting close to the outskirts of the bubble. See how it's all Scorpio sector and HIP and all these different things out here, is because now we're getting away from the bubble. So there will be shorter distances to travel once we get out there. Maybe not the bubble, maybe not out of the bubble, but we're getting away from the heavily populated solar systems.
So I am finishing up, and we'll be back in probably about, oh, let's see here. Well, I guess Fluffy won't be able to play unless we were to do it really soon. I'll check in with her and the rest of the gang and see about whether or not we can play Bridge Crew before 9 PST. But I should be back in a little bit here. I'm gonna go ahead and raid you, Key. You have a great night.
Yeah.
Enjoy my viewers.
Oh, okay. See you later.
And
See
I'll
you
be
again, bye.
back in a little bit here.
I'm gonna make dinner after I finish this little road to riches.
Sounds good. All right.
So here we go.
Pleasure,
Manuel.
everyone. Pleasure.
The